are facing severe food insecurity in Ethiopia, Somalia, and Kenya. Over 4.4 million people have become refugees who have fled to neighboring countries to escape the debilitating drought. Ashley Mazuri, KTN News.
Indeed, quite a situation there. We now want to recap our Twitter poll question because, of course, the conversation today is around insurance. And we have been asking you today, well, indeed, to talk to us. And the question has been, do you consider insurance an important aspect of your financial and social economic well-being? Do you consider insurance an important aspect of financial, economic, and social well-being? Of course, you can choose to say A, yes, B, no, and C, I don't know. Of course, you can also throw in a short comment, which we will sample as the show does go on. Now, of course, the reason we are asking this question is because in studio with us, we have, well, two experts from the field of insurance. One, of course, is a lady. Her name is Winnie Badieh. She is the chief executive officer, rather, and founder of a company called Grassroots, Bheema, whose sole focus is getting people to, well, increase their uptake of insurance at the grassroots. And of course, a gentleman by the name of Benjamin, who is from the Capex Life Insurance Company. He is the Chief Operating Officer there. Karibu sana, both of you.
Thank you so much.
I want to start off with Winnie. And yes, the question really on many people's minds is, what exactly is Grassroots Bheema? The name itself, of course, tells us quite a bit, but what exactly is this company all about?
So thank you for having me. Grassroots Bheema is an insurtech startup that is focusing on providing insurance to the people in the grassroots, the mass market. So how we're going about this is through the use of a technology application and a software as a service platform for insurance companies. So we are trying to solve a two-sided market problem whereby the insurance companies are finding it difficult to reach the grassroots, and at the same time the people in the grassroots are not trusting the insurance companies, so we come in between.
So what exactly has been the issue? Because for most people it would seem like it's a question of access, but you also bring the issue of trust. So how do you try to bridge these two? Is it a question of using applications or technology that then bridge the trust or reduce people in the value chain? Exactly how does this work?
So how we're solving the trust aspect using the technology platform that we have is we are automating the entire insurance process. So from the underwriting to the premiums and claims payment, all this is done transparently through the platform. So the customer is able to reach the insurance company directly, and at the same time, the insurance companies are able to engage with their customers directly. Yes.
Let's come to you, Benjamin. Of course, the fact of the matter has been that for many years, indeed, over even the last part of the last century, insurance has been a product in Kenya. But with just about below 3% penetration, the real figures really depend on who you ask. There is a real problem here. What exactly has been the challenge?
I think one of the things that we have to admit is that insurance is purely an intangible product.
Yes.
So when it comes to budgeting, people tend to go for the more tangible things like unga, like motor vehicles, like clothes, like those kind of things. So many people have tended to ignore the important role of insurance in their lives. You find, especially in motor vehicle, the law has come, which is ensuring that every motor vehicle on the road has to have an insurance policy. In life insurance, this is not really mandatory. So people tend to ignore and do only what the law wants them to do. So this is the reason why in Kenya we find that the penetration rate is still low. Secondly, I think we cannot ignore the fact that a few insurance companies have had their own issues, which right now the regulator is trying to address through regulation. You remember much earlier in 1990s, we lost Kenya National Assurance, which was the biggest company, actually owned by the government as a result of mismanagement, and this created a lot of mistrust on people. So people think that really, if insurers cannot pay your claims, then it's not worth it to invest in it. But importantly, when you look at insurance, insurance has provided a huge investment opportunity for many people, individuals and companies as well. The pension fund, for example, is driving the economy through, if you go to treasury bills, you go to bonds,
Housing.
you go to housing, you go, name it. All these are very important. So it's high time people should change their behavior and start considering insurance as a worthwhile investment.
Yes, I want to go online and read for you just a few of the tweets have so far come in, just to gauge what the public perception is. And Stephen Moreri says, in reply to our question, of course, he says, if you want to know the other side of the insurance companies, get into trouble that requires their intervention, then you will see. Ben Motuku says, well, insurance is important, it is, but trusting insurance firms is the issue. We wake up tomorrow and they're either under receivership or collapsing. And just one more, Samuel Orutwa says, no, because insurance is meant to ensure that you get back to your previous position immediately, but claims struggle to get paid. Well, so really the most critical thing here seems to be an issue of trust, even among people who already have interacted with insurance, which is actually important because these gentlemen seem to have had negative experiences. Yes. So what about those people who literally have not interacted with insurance then?
Yeah, I think information flies very fast. People interact. We live in a social society. So some of the bad things that have happened in the insurance industries, of course, have had their own bad sides.
Yes.
But as a matter of fact, which industry does not have its own bad sides? I think what we need to emphasize here is the important role that insurance plays in our lives. Yes, people, for a long time, let me go back, insurance has been the so-called blueprint, the small prints. People have tended to think that insurers are people who rush to you to get you insured.
Yes.
But now when the time for claim comes, they tend to invoke certain small clauses within the contracts.
And I want to interrupt you right there, because this is at the point where I want to bring in Winnie and ask you. First, of course, the technology that you're offering, I'm sure it's either in application form or USSD. And the fact of the matter is, what he raised is part of the problem. Where when you're selling insurance, you have these really good-looking or pretty agents or intermediaries who will then sell you the product. But when it comes to claiming, you're then introduced to this guy called a claims manager you've never met. He's really harsh and tough. So what happens when we are dealing with a product like what you're talking about? Is this human intervention removed? How does it then come into that sort of value chain to improve the process or the experience?
Our application is called Was Insure. It's a mobile application, and any consumer can access an insurance product that is there. Our company, Grassroots Bheema, is an IRA regulated agent. So as much as we are telling people that they need to buy insurance to protect themselves, at the point of claims, which we understand that is where consumers get value for insurance, in the event, say, an insurance company does not pay a claim, we are regulated by IRA, and we can push for the insurance company to pay the claim. So the human intervention is still there. The technology is assisting in the distribution and administration of these policies. So,
and then, of course, the question that comes up is you sell insurance for various companies, right?
Yes.
So how then are you able to serve, for example, if I want a policy and I'm in Turkana, how do I, find your app in the first place? Then how do I go about interacting it? Are you able to give us a sort of a walkthrough, how it works?
Yes, we have walkthroughs that we share with our aggregators. These are in form of brochures. And for our potential clients who are away from Nairobi, and maybe some of them don't even have smartphones, we collect their data through our web software as a service platform. So all this data is uploaded on the platform, and this goes directly to the insurance company and the premiums as well. Yes.
Let me come back to you, Benjamin. The fact of the matter is for underwriters, insurance companies, people stakeholders in this industry, it is critical that you innovate new ways to engage with customers. First, to be able to reach those who are underserved, those who have not been served at all, and those who have had negative experiences. Do you think initiatives such as this application that we're talking about from Grassroots Bheema make a difference?
Surely, that is true. For a long time, I think we have had a problem because the major channel of distribution of insurance has been purely the agents. And these are business people who would do anything to get the customer onboarded. Now, the new platform that is coming on, it's a very useful platform because everything is simplified. It is put on a technology platform. You can verify, you can see what will be covered, what will not be covered, and you make up your own decision. Just to add on, the technology goes a long way to onboard a client.
Yes.
You put in the biodata that will be required. You make sure that you sign in, or communicate with the insurance company, obtains approval.
Yes.
You pay in your money through the mobile technology. Of course, right now, mobile technology has really revolutionized the business environment that we are in. And immediately your premium is received by the insurance company, there's approval from the other side, and then you get your policy document in a PDF form on your phone.
Yes.
You can either print it, store it, and when the claim comes, you just give a claim notification through your phone, the mobile app, and then it's processed. You upload the documents that are required, and then if we need to do any small investigation, we do it subject to the terms and conditions that was agreed. So this is really a revolutionary process.
What has uptake been like, very quickly?
The uptake is quite good, and it's interesting to see that so many people are coming on board right now.
Yes.
And we believe that the 2.98% penetration rate of insurance is going to change. You see, part of this 2.98, it's only about 0.98% is life. So we expect that the increased uptake of life insurance is going to increase the penetration. And not only life insurance, also personal lines like motor vehicle, personal accident.
Yes.
This thing is going to change the face of the industry, because you deal directly with the underwriter, who for most of the part has been hidden from the customer for many years.
Okay. Yes. And very quickly, the app can be found on the Google Play Store?
Yes, the app is downloadable currently on Google Play Store. The name of the application is Was Insure, and it's a free application for everybody.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, indeed. Thank you very much, both of you, for taking your time to talk to us. Insurance is always an interesting conversation.
Yes.
Of course, the fact of the matter is that we need to start to ensure that more people take up insurance and get the resilience that comes with it. Asanteni sana.
Thank you so much.
Well, indeed, viewers, that's why we want to bring it to a close here on